Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. After more than 3 decades on the air and nearly a decade with Stephen Colbert behind the desk, CBS has announced that The Late Show will officially end in May 2026. Not only is Colbert's tenure coming to a close, but the network is also retiring the entire Late Show franchise. A stunning move that marks the end of an era in American late-night television. A historic run comes to an end, originally launched in 1993 with David Letterman following his departure from NBC's Late Night. The Late Show became a staple of late-night TV for multiple generations. Letterman's mix of sarcasm, offbeat humor, and iconic interviews earned the show critical acclaim and a fiercely loyal fan base. When he retired in 2015, Comedy Central's Colbert Report star Stephen Colbert was tapped as his successor, ushering in a new age for the franchise. Colbert's version of the show took a more politically charged tone, especially during the Trump presidency, and quickly became a ratings powerhouse. In fact, under Colbert's leadership, The Late Show consistently ranked as the No. 1 late-night program in America for 9 consecutive seasons. But now, the curtain is officially closing, not just for Colbert, but for the entire Late Show brand. Why is CBS ending the show? In a move that shocked the entertainment industry and audiences alike, CBS cited purely financial reasons for the decision. According to internal reports, the choice was not related to Colbert's performance, viewership, or content. Instead, it reflects the shifting landscape of network television, where legacy formats like late-night talk shows are becoming increasingly expensive and harder to sustain. Despite Colbert's continued success in ratings with over 2.4 million viewers on average in recent quarters, the profitability of these shows is shrinking. Networks are now facing immense pressure to cut costs, especially with the rise of streaming platforms and declining linear TV audiences. CBS has clarified that there are no plans to replace Colbert with another host, nor to reimagine the format. When The Late Show with Stephen Colbert signs off in May 2026, it will mark the official end of the Late Show franchise. Colbert reacts to the shock news. Colbert reportedly found out about the decision just one night before it was announced publicly. During the taping of a recent episode, he shared the news with his audience, who responded with audible boos and disbelief. He made it clear that he was not stepping down voluntarily and that no one was stepping in to replace him. "It's not just the end of our show," Colbert told the crowd. "It's the end of The Late Show on CBS. I'm not being replaced. This is all just going away." Colbert's tone was emotional but measured. While he didn't directly criticize the network, many viewers have interpreted the decision as a possible response to his political content, especially considering his frequent criticisms of Donald Trump in recent comments regarding CBS's settlement of a Trump-related lawsuit. The bigger picture, the decline of late-night TV. Colbert's exit and the franchise's retirement signals a seismic shift in the media landscape. The days when millions of Americans gathered around the TV for a monologue and celebrity interview are rapidly fading. Today, audiences are more fragmented, with younger generations gravitating toward TikTok, YouTube, and streaming platforms for their comedy and cultural commentary. The late-night genre as a whole has struggled in recent years. Networks are scaling back investments, shows are being canceled or reimagined, and hosts are rethinking their formats. CBS had already axed The Colbert produced after midnight in June 2025, signaling a broader retreat from traditional late-night programming. Simply put, late night is no longer the cultural force it once was, and CBS is making a decisive, if controversial, move in response. Colbert's legacy, and what's next? Stephen Colbert's legacy in late night is undeniable. Since 2015, he brought sharp wit, political relevance, and heart to The Late Show stage. He interviewed presidents, pop stars, Nobel Prize winners, and everyday heroes, often with an emotional depth that set him apart from his peers. He also evolved, from his satirical character on The Colbert Report to his real-life persona on CBS. Colbert showed he could adapt to the changing political climate and retain his core audience. In doing so, he helped keep The Late Show relevant well into the 2020s. As for what's next, Colbert hasn't publicly announced his post-Late Show plans, but fans speculate he could pivot to producing, podcasting, streaming content, or even a return to political satire. Whatever direction he chooses, his voice will likely remain prominent in American media. CBS's future without The Late Show. For CBS, this marks the end of one of its most iconic and longest-running programs, with the Ed Sullivan Theater set to go dark in 2026. Questions loom about what will fill the time slot and how. CBS will compete in the late-night space if at all. Network insiders suggest that CBS is now focusing more on scripted dramas, unscripted, reality shows, and streaming initiatives through its parent company, Paramount Global. In a television world dominated by on-demand content, the late show model may simply no longer fit the mold. The end of an era with its 33-year legacy. The Late Show has hosted generations of viewers through cultural highs and lows. From Letterman's iconic top 10 lists to Colbert's piercing monologues, it shaped the national conversation and redefined what late-night television could be. Its departure leaves a void not just in CBS's programming slate but in American pop culture as a whole, as Colbert begins his final season in 2025 and prepares for his swan song in May 2026. One thing is certain: The Late Show will leave behind a legacy that transcends its times.